stories from our childhood that affect us emotionally, we can often hang on to those moments and take them into adulthood, and they will hold us back in what we do now. Whether it be money, our careers, anything really. The thing is to think about those stories and actually clear them from our minds. You hear people talking about, I've got blocks. That's what we're sort of talking about really. And rather than blocks, what they are, they're sort of like memories and feelings that are attached to those memories that linger in our mind, and we sort of keep them in our mind, and they need to go. They really do need to go. One of mine was when I was about 5 years old. We went to the grocery shop and everything was laid out really beautifully, and it was all on fake grass. It looked lovely, and there were these 3 gorgeous pigs that I loved, and I picked one up and I dropped it. I just felt sick. I was like, oh my goodness, what have I done? Mum turned around and she shouted at me. She shouted and told me how stupid I was. And I really just wanted the ground to swallow me up. And I knew I should never have touched it. My life would have been so much better if I hadn't touched it. And I hung on to that memory, and for years, I actually avoided doing things for fear of doing something wrong. It's only far too many years later that I realised that, and that I needed just to let it go, and that it was one moment in my life where of course I made a mistake, but you can't make mistakes if you don't actually do things. So for how many opportunities have I missed in my life because I've thought about that pig moment and thinking it's better actually not to do something rather than drop it or fail. Fear of failure is one of the biggest things that I come across with my clients. It's one of the big things that I've had to overcome. And if you're suffering from fear of failure, if you are frightened to actually embark on things or start things because you think, I'm not going to do it well, it's not going to be perfect, or I'm not going to do it right, have a little think as to why. Why are you so fearful? Where has that come from? Can you remember a story from your childhood whereby that was the first time that it happened? Because when something's happened for the first time, and we have that awful, painful emotion that goes along with that story, every time something that happens even slightly similar, we attach that emotion to it again, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so we end up not doing anything really when it's fear of failure. So I'm hoping that might help you clear what we call blocks. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.